So let's just start over episode 27. So let's get in the series right immediately. In the last episode, World War III probably happened. Actually, the episode before that. Last episode was just World War III. So yeah, this is what the map looks like, and this is what the original map looks like. Got the fit. Let's go back to the Chadinians. They are now expanding, as well as the red team. So these guys come in fast, and they come and invade. So they end by here, by the western portion, already taken over more than enough land, and the red team making coastline landings, taking over a bunch of good places. The purple team cutting off the red team from the southern part of the continent. And then all this happens, and then enclaves start to appear like enclaves. But these enclaves will soon die. As one by one these enclaves die, as well as the country. And it's not looking good in World War III, of course. No, World War One. Look at this map, bro. This is what Sudan is. And now in the peace treaty, a lot of things are gonna happen. First of all, so yep, this happens, and Egypt has become a puppet state. So yep. So this is what Sudan looks like. This is what Sudan turns into. Guys, Sudan turns into this. So like that. And Sudan becomes a puppet state. So after this is what the map looks like. Let's go over here. Mongolia. Oh. Where some numerous areas, some numerous stuff happened, but we're gonna go over here because these two areas are not safe, and they're not gonna be safe. One of these countries don't even exist anymore. So this guy takes over the entire. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Oh my God, he's gonna still say W weird country that never exists anymore. W country that I forgot. Okay, so these guys are invaded by Austrians, and Germany continues its rampage. Norway. Okay, so yep. What the hell? Okay, wait, what? Yo, bro, what the hell is this? Okay, thank God. That ugly color's done. Okay, so a couple of countries are gonna be invaded. a couple of countries are gonna be invaded. So the Russians go in, big, mighty, and strong. Okay, the Russians come in and invade, and the blue team invades, and then the Germans invade, and then the Austrians invade. Okay, that's great. Okay, so let's just see a peace treaty of this guy soon. But Germany takes over Denmark and then invades Norway. Like this. This is how they invade. They take over Scotland. Okay, so now let's look at the peace treaty, and yep, like I expected, all these guys took land. Also, yeah, Greece also takes some land. Okay, they're just kidding. But yeah, this is how we settle the borders. Poor yellow team, but it gotta be done when it's done. So yellow team and more like done team. Boom, 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 boom. So that puts the blue team on a new neighbor. Or they always maybe at a border. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Interesting empire have Germany. Ooh, that's not good. It's not good to know. They're invading all of Denmark. Or taking it all to themselves. They're keeping all of Norway as a puppet. Okay, I guess you can keep Norway as a puppet, sure. Don't make bad German. Okay, so guys, don't let Norway trade with Germany anymore. Yeah. So this is what Germany looks like. And Germany did this all because they're starting to get weak. People are starting to bully them. So Germany did this as a joke. But they're gonna hate that joke, and they're not gonna get that joke any longer. Guys, they're not gonna like it. Okay, so guys, continue on with the series. The Americans have been doing smart things, and the old world has been doing stupid things. So, yeah. Okay, so these guys, some of these countries are going to, well, yeah, something is gonna happen to these guys soon, so don't worry, guys. But as we continue on, the series will get more and more bloody, as one of the most original countries on Earth will be invaded. As red teams, please, one of the two oldest countries on Earth will be invaded. The green team and the yellow team are done for, and they're just dying on their last spots. The capital city is captured. Their capital city is captured. These guys' capital cities are captured. So after all of this ferocity and jodosity and all of this craziness, the red team does it what it wants to and takes over both of them entirely, and takes this island as well. And then the peace treaty, they do a full annexation of both. Not the most smartest, but they are doing something good right now. That's because So they've expanded into Cyprus and they are gonna do some more stuff in the future. These guys take over these lands because Ethiopia is it's just too neutral to take care of that. And the Chads took over them. Don't worry. But the puppet state will take a portion as they plead. As the country doesn't collapse, which is working a little bit, so yeah. So yep, they do this. And so these guys are getting a little too big, and yeah, bad things will happen very soon. But the Japanese and Koreans will also unite. Okay. That's not gonna happen, but what's gonna happen is these two dying a horrific way. Dying. China gets through their puppets and starts to invade. With the Earth's largest land army, they're gonna do pretty easily. Not doing the mountains because there's a huge mountain over here that they can't get by. That there is no problem for them, but as they keep going, it gets a little harder. Okay, after all of this, they're gonna do this. So both of them are gonna get puppeted, but the land is gonna be taken. These northern areas. And these southern areas are gonna be taken. So yep, like that. And then the booster did take booster did lynch without having any problems. Like Chad or the red team. Okay, so after this, they do more stuff. The Japanese decide to unite with all three of these countries to further extend, but that didn't happen because Russia took over this entire country. Okay, so Russia does that. That's great. And the Japanese have decided to unite with these two. Not taking over, but uniting into one country. Russia decides to be a little smart and activate their brains for once and decide, you know what, having this much land isn't really worth it. So they're just making a massive puppet state, one of the largest puppet states in human history. Actually, the largest puppet state in human history. The largest ever recorded. Let's do these islands first. Russia doesn't really need them, but they have them, I guess. Because they just want land for some reason. Who knows? Who knows when we need these lands? When they become actually livable. One day they'll become habitable. One day. The Russian dreams never end. So does the imagination. I gotta know what the hell I said. W speech. W Russian speech. Okay, so after all of this happened, Russia become not that much stable, but hey, at least Russia has its important areas and its puppet state areas. As we continue on, Australia has also updated. Australia has gotten more greener and more trees have spawned and more grass because of that tiny little lake. Because of that one flood that it flooded that entire area. And Australia just immediately invades. And they expand through. It's getting harder and harder as the coast goes on. But as the military actually comes in, it gets pretty easy. After all, it's really easy after that, but the storms and nature itself won't let Australia have its fun. And these guys aren't surrendering, so Australia has to do it the hard way, I guess. Boom, ka-chow. These guys do surrender now. And these guys, well, after long, they surrender. And let's go back to the peace treaty. So in the peace treaty, they take over all of these areas, uniting Australia into one country. And this is what Australia now looks like. Ooh. They take all of it to themselves, man. Well, they don't gotta really war that much recently. Only the green areas have expanded have only expanded to like, okay, they've only expanded to like, the deserts, all of this is still desert and barely anybody lives there. But a lot of people live by the East Coast. The East or by here and by here. So the northern you get the least, I guess. So there's a lot of people living in Tasmania, which I don't know why, but they do. Okay, India also does some stuff. Great. They take over these two countries. Well, India decides to unite with the rest of their continent. Just the little Indian continent. They take on these islands and they take over all of these guys as a united India. I don't care about you. I don't want to waste my time on you. So yeah. No, I could easily make this much easier. Done. Boom. India takes all these guys. And boom. Now India also immigrates these guys into themselves. Now India's looking a little weird. Not really used to the borders. Not really used to it. I don't really like that, but yeah. A little unused to that. As the old world gets weirder and weirder as well. Madagascar has been a really weird place, so yeah, daily Madagascar news or like monthly Madagascar news. And one of the countries gets a little financially unstable, and a civil war breaks out. But one of the countries in another place. So this is what they have to endure. Poor little guy. But these brownish guys go and take over these areas, as well as these blue guys which take over these areas. And these two little gremlins, they take over this country. For now, at least, they take over. We don't know if they're gonna stay or not. Probably not gonna stay, but hey, they at least won that war and partitioned their own country. Why did they do this? Money. The country did not have that much money. And the cities weren't being supported enough. The 3 cities aren't enough. The 3 cities are not enough to keep the country living. The 3 cities are absolutely poor, so yeah. That's one of the reasons why they're dying. Second reason, they're not trading. They haven't been trading since last year, so that's not very good. And they're still not trading. And might become attacked and fully gone. But yeah, Africa has changed a lot. Although, yeah, the southern part hasn't changed that much. But a lot of these countries decide to unite, stop these widows from expanding it again. We're gonna replace this white guy with this guy. All these guys unite in order to save themselves. Madagascar doesn't do that because these guys are land critters, not ocean critters, island critters, not that. So yep. And how do they get the Americas? They don't. They don't care about the Americas. They don't even know the Americas exist yet. They only explore like this much. In only countries like these guys, some of these guys, but Europe's getting kind of poor and kind of unstable. So, no, Europe's no longer the founder. Asia and tribes are the founders. And the real founders are the old nations that used to exist here. Nobody has colonized yet, which is interesting. But yeah, I said I hate colonization, and that's true. But one country doesn't agree to my rules. And that country, guess it's the pink team, which makes a landing here, which has more than over 600 tribes in this Amazon rainforest. And this little area has like a couple tribes. As they get pushed back, the tribes kill them. There's literal cannibal tribes here. All of these people are cannibal tribes, in fact. It's not easy to live by here, so yeah. And yeah, the pink team trying to land here was a big mistake because there are so many tribes here that affect. None of the Amazon rainforest is safe. None of the northern areas are safe. Some of these areas are starting to become unstable. And yeah, but then that means the most isolated, most hard living places, like one of the most hardest places, one of the most coldest places, are not livable. And this desert over here is livable. No tribes live there. All of them was killed. All of them was killed. What the hell are you, Chinese? Anyways, there's one little place of tribes. There's so many tribes. There's more than over. There's like 1 million tribes in all of these. Okay, there's like 100,000+ tribes living in these areas of the world. And there's one by here, but that area is a cold tribe. So yeah. Let's continue though. As the pink team loses their areas, they're very mad, so they just stop. And let's continue with the wars. These guys go to war trying to free the puppet state, to freedom. And this is the massive African war. This is the massive African war, which probably killed millions. So yeah, not a very good war. Especially one time there was only like 900 to 1 billion people. Right now there's 1.1 billion, and the population is increasing from the decreasing time. That area ended very fast, but these guys were able to secure it for a bit until until the people didn't really want to be in some capitalist pigs. They don't want to be with capitalist pigs, you know. These guys are like fascists. So yeah, they lost that war. It's very embarrassing. And these guys made a promise that they'll give out this small area. See these guys, if they lose, and they lose, so they gotta make that promise. Then you have to make that promise. Have to. You literally have to, man. If you don't, the Indians will cut you, and the Chinese, and any other Asians. I'm basically mocking myself. Pretty sad to be fair. Okay, so yep, this is what happens. And elbows up because, well, Africa's only surviving nations are, well, the island nations, of course, and the colonies. A lot of the colonies. And these guys, how are they surviving? They're not surviving at all. They're not. They are not surviving at all. One of their areas. I think there's like a country right here. And there's like a blue country guy. There's like a blue guy over here, like a blue guy over here, but that's not the color. I knew the color, man. Where the hell's the color at? This is the color. Oh, these are the guys. Okay, I'll look at older videos to understand those. And as time goes on, these guys get partitioned really badly. They get partitioned really badly. It's kind of strange how the colonies get these. Okay, so yep. Okay, so this is what looks like. Okay, as time goes on, these guys decide to change it up. As these guys become more of a coastal place, and these guys taking over more of the northern places. Why are they doing this? Well, these areas are still green, so they're livable, so they're habitable, and they take it for themselves and get the populate this little area. As the world map changes, as World War One has been lasting for like 10 years, it's 1916. World War One is at one of its peaks. Russia. Guess it's Russia from all nations takes all these guys. And one of the world's first nukes were invented in China. Well, originally China, but people found out it was not China. It was a weird option. Well, it's made in here, right here in this area. The first bomb was created. It's because it was like one of the closest to get to these areas. It was a trading place, but it became a nuclear place. And the second world's bomb is here, and the third one is here, and the fourth one was here, and the sixth one was some reason Chad right here. Chad's gonna stay a superpower for very long until they completely die. But as India decides to use its first nuke, before that, India gets an invasion by Pakistan. I don't know, but Pakistan, it's a little controversial. My friend's Pakistani. Mengo's my friend, so I ain't gonna be nice to him. And as the treaty, really not that much happens, but these two have to pay each other money. So Pakistan gave India money, and India gave Pakistan money. I don't know why they did it. I guess they did it for fun. And it was India's first nuke. Now these two are on good relations. Why Pakistan did that? Because they were hungry. India gave them food, and everyone's happy. So India decides to drop its first bomb on an isolated island all the way by here. They decided to drop that bomb in a little desert in India called Tupan Papupan. I don't know what I said, but it's a desert. And the desert was like up here. It's like a cold desert, more like a tundra. Here, where it's very mountainy, it's a very mountainous area. It's a very mountainous area, and it causes the fact that India and China can't really have a border, but they do have a border here where there's barely any mountains, almost super flat area. But India decides to drop one right here. That causes a tiny little lake, a radioactive, uninhabitable little place here. But the lake, when it first was made, it died off pretty fast. But yeah, this area was a rare nuclear. India just wanted to test it out, so these areas are very much nuclearly wasted. This area is very much not a happy war anymore. It's kind of like the Chernobyl situation over here in Ukraine. So yeah, so that tiny little area that has no people living in it, this little area where the bomb was dropped here, yeah, it's cut. That area is no longer livable. There are towns there and they're not dead. So India basically killed their own citizens, as well as other countries. This caused a huge fight out, a huge controversial drama, but that soon dried off. And these two countries decided to, fix this area. Unlike Russia, these two pour somebody in the country, in this area, and after it's fixed, there's two cities spawned here. India got a lot of people moving in, so many to the point where two cities were born, in a place where it's not safe, but safe enough to not die. And these people lived in the radiation. They live in a very hot place, so their skin color changed into black. Shout out to the black people, sorry. And they really didn't do nothing, but India got a lot of people moving in. So much so they don't even have that much space left. I mean, what the hell is that? Yo, what is that? What is that? Oh, I know what that is. Oh my god, what the hell, man? I just killed a country. Do not touch that area. Okay, so as time continues, we go on. Time continues. World War III is about to end. World War I is about to end. And once it ends, a lot of things happen. So we're gonna keep this map all the way up here. Don't talk how it's there now. Everything has gone back to normal. In Chad and all the countries that did crazy stuff, the more you did crazy stuff, the more you're gonna be punished. India got punished by new countries being born often, but Indians didn't really care that much. They don't even care at all. So one of the first nations, one of the newest nations, is this guy, and one of the other newest nations. The newest guys are these guys. So as these guys continue, they get their colors. One of them is like a light greenish guy right here, and one of them is a dark blue guy right here. That's India's punishment. China's punishment is the fact they lose all the land they conquered, and they lose Taiwan. They lost it. They lost it, and they no longer have it. Now, how do I find a con? How do I find? So yeah, Taiwan got independence. A very weird blue Taiwan is gonna be born. A very weird looking colored blue Taiwan. Russia gets punished pretty bad, losing all of its areas. And this pink country getting more stronger from it. Russia, no, why would you let the pink team get more land off you, dog? Dog, what are you doing, Russia, man? Dog, Russia, bro, Russia. At least it's not that crazy. We're gonna change the name as just the main map. And this guy is gonna be named main map War I. Let's come back to here. So these pink guys take this as compensation for Russia killing a lot of people there. As Siberia's payment. They got a pretty weird payment back. Tropi purpa luli tulu jahu. What the hell is this border? This is just shitty. This is so shitty. Just get back to the original border. That was much better. Democrats, you fuck up on borders. At least if you want to do this, maybe change the borders a little, you know. Tropi purpa luli. Yeah, that's much better. That is way better of a border. Now I don't have a. I mean, it's still pretty weird to Russia does. Doesn't lose all of that land. They still keep something for NATO. So yeah, this is like what happens. Now Russia also loses a little place in ideology later. And there's this Russia, but there's this place which is communist. What the hell is this place? Well, if you got map the cities, if you do this, you get this new country right here. And this is from the ideology layer, and it's red. So we're gonna make it red. Okay, that's cool. We can put on the nuclear wasteland land, and here it's just a frozen tundra like any other island. These guys are also gonna get the. Well, the Russians are gonna keep their islands for some reason. They didn't really need the islands, so yeah. Russia, this is. Bro's playing Christmas music when it isn't even Christmas, bro. As the red team's punishment, they just get sanctions on Turkey. They just get some sanctions and that's it. Okay, really, in the peace treaty, red team only just has to fix all of it. They just gotta pay war reparations. They didn't really do that much, so they just gotta pay war reparations and they're chill. And they paid their war reparations, so they're fine. The blue team is gonna actually gain land from Russia, but because Russia is miserable pain, Russia is also kind of done things. So Russia gets to go up here, up in this northern area to take it all. Russia took it all. Yes, this is now their colony. Russia took this all. Why did they do this? As their first little colony in the Americas, but they're a little too late, so now the countries starting to appear, and Russia really does not have much time, so they just take that and let go. It's too cold up there for them, so they go back to the little area. Now they're chill, you know, nothing's going on for them. And here in Germany, because Germany did crazy atrocities. The pink team, sign team, are gonna be the next ones we're talking about. But Germany is gonna get some stuff. Poland's not gonna be saved. But Germany is gonna get some places lost. This is this place in Prussia. I think it's called Prussia. I don't know. It's okay. Germany can live off. These two are also really dependent on Germany to live a life. So yeah. There's okay, that's a little weird. I don't know what color I even want to use. I don't know, use green I guess. No, green's too used. What do I do? Purple I guess? I use purple. No, yeah, let's do light purple. And let's do like extreme dark, this guy. Yeah, Germany's cooked. You know what? Stop burping, dumbass. What do I want, bro? What do I want, man? Dog, what do I want? I think this color would be cool. And these guys can just stay in Germany. They can stay in Germany, but Germany does lose land to one place. Land in one place. And it's by here instead. It's gonna be a new Benelux country. If we had our own religion later, it would be nice and chill, but we don't have any old map really, so yeah, this is gonna be what it is. And let's update the religion map because it's so oldie doty. It is so old, bro. This is such an unk map. Bro, what is this country, man? Is it existing anymore? I don't think even the gold team exists, bro. What the gold team, man? I guess let's add a gold team. I don't know what the hell this gold team existed. I don't know what your world is, bro, but I don't see any going more with this gold team. But these guys do get independence, and they get their independence by the northern areas. And they take these lands that Japan worked very hard for them. And always Japan's happy to have a new friend, so Japan isn't really mad. They're chill. Japan's always happy. They're so happy, man. Anyways, that's the capital city. It's this city. As this city. Because it's the most hot city, and they really need hot. Because they're not hot. They're really not hot at all. Now, these guys are probably not here. Probably just the Japanese country that got killed. So yeah, they're gonna be moving areas. Anyways, look at that. So originally, red team still dominant powers. Chat. Let's keep them religions. Religions that won't change. Brazil does have its own religion. Brazil does have its own little religion. Okay, shut the fuck up, bitch, bro. What the hell am I saying? I'm trying to do that one song. You know it. If you're Gen Alpha, you know it. If you are funk if you're funk gooner, you know it. But yeah, this is what it looks like. These guys also have their own religions, so yep. I personally think this is what the religions are. And the USA, oh, USA got a kick, man. The USA has a field day for life. No, that's the wrong one, bro. Dog, that's the wrong one. Bro, what the hell, man? I said to do Canada. Canada. I want to do Canada, dog. Bro. Okay, now it should work, right? It should now work. Yep, it's now working. So now these guys, these US people, are gonna take over a majority of this area. The Californians have their own little religion. So they take the little land they took from the past and shuffle it down the adrenaline. Okay, so this is what the content looks here. What happens here? What does these guys be? Well, they're Indians. Okay, that's great. They're Indians. I don't know how they're related to India, if they're related to Antarctica, but sure. Wait. You guys not supposed to exist, man. You guys, look at the Manta. Get the hell out of here, man. We don't. Antarctica still exists. Look. 4th layer, Antarctica. Look. Antarctica looks like this, guys. Right? Antarctica has changed. Look at this, bro. Some areas got more snow, some areas got more hotter. This is what Antarctica looks like, dog. Don't question about it, man. Anyways, the Americas are not allowed to be colonized, so Russia just broke a rule, but Nobody really cares. So yeah. Anyways, back on Russia really is sad. Oh yeah, let's go to the chat. Then the pink team is 19. Chat. Oh, you're gonna be right, poor little Chad. You wanna have fun? Oh, you wanna have fun with your little friends and stuff like that? No, you can have fun with this guy. You're Niger. This is Niger. Remember this guy? Remember Niger? If you don't, let's play a little repeat on what Niger looked like. This is not gonna be the border what Niger looks like. But this is what the border is for me now. Niger got a little freedom from democracy. They're very happy. And Chad can last one. Chad decided to take these lands. Chad got very small, we're very weak. Which is deserved, to be honest, WTH. But these guys, ooh, Niger's capital city's there? What the hell? I guess they live there, I guess. Spironiro Golabio, Tolalero. Yes, they look like that? What the hell? This is so weird. Okay, I guess they look like that. And then back in the day, I guess they look like this. Very weird. They look like Chile. Apparently in the southern portion, which makes sense. But there's nothing here. Oh, there's countries. Oh yeah, poor little Chad. One little Chad jumping up on the bed. One little Chad has lost a little land. He isn't happy, so he tried to complain. But it didn't work because he killed millions of people. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. This video will not be copyrighted. I will eat some peanut butter. You're not gonna do anything, don't it? So this is what Chad now looks like. Very OG map. Very OG. I wonder. Oh yeah, these guys are very weak. But it could change one day. This is their capital city. And these guys' capital cities are right here. Okay, so now let's go all the way here. So these guys also gain some land. Man, it is really a world out here, huh? Oh, the Ardennes, yeah, the Ardennes, the buffer city between, it looks like the puppet state of these guys, so I don't like that. Let's just make it this. No, too many countries already have that. How about we do an extreme, like, light color yellow? That would be cool. We already have this extreme dark color one. Okay, that's new, but a lot of yellow already exists. We didn't get a lot of orange, so maybe this color. It's very weird. Very poopy color, but it would work, man. It would work for sure. Okay, so what's China? Oh yeah, we already did theirs. These two's punishments. They lose all the lands, and they lose their African colonies. No, they can't lose their African colonies. Well, screw you, bitch. Because they lose them. Now, what happens, dog? bro. So this is what happens. They lose all the land they had in Africa. Much better map. I think there's like a country here. So yeah, let me just. City Slayer. No, I don't think so, bro. Well, now there's gonna be one. Who the hell's farting, bro? Dog, stop farting. We got all day to fart, man. This is what Tunisia is gonna look like. So yeah, new country, new life. And let's do the. You know what? Okay, so to get a light, I'm gonna get a light pink color, and they're gonna be here. So it's like, oh, it's a lighter color. Okay, I don't know how light this thing can get. So yeah, I guess that's how light can get. Stop farting, huh? Stop farting, man. But yeah, there's gonna be one more punishment to China that we haven't done yet. One more of these countries, hooray! Oh, there's literally no major cities. Okay, so one of them's gonna be a chunky one. I see. So let's use their genre. Because they like their genres. They like it so much. Yeah, this color can work. And their capital city will be this new one city. It's new city right here. Yep, new city. It's their dirt city. Wow. Okay, that's the opposite, but yeah. Cool, new country. One of the new destructive Chinese countries. And speaking of destruction, this is a sign that you're dying, bro. Sorry, man. You're not gonna fully die, but you're gonna be integrated. Your southern part's gonna be integrated, man, dog. It's your bye-bye, it's your southern part. With one city. It's gone. Well, what do you think now? It's not really nice, is it? Yeah, man, it's not really nice out here. Okay, so I just realized some of these old countries here, I want the back. So, yep. They have 52 minutes. That's annoying. Okay, so let's just type my videos. Okay, so let's just use memory, I guess, because ads can pop up in this game, bruh. Are you serious, man? I don't even know if this is a game or not. Oh, wait. Their cities are still here, bro. So, all their cities are still here, man. I really do not do these correctly, do I? Hey, it worked. So this is what they're gonna look like. And this is... Okay, so let's just trace this. Let's just trace this. Okay, what did I do, bro? Why did I do that? Okay, whatever. Let's continue. Oh, who's these orange guys? I don't remember them. Could I think of these orange guys really fast? I don't know, man. Is it these guys? I mean, that's too light. It's too dark, man. That's too much similar. Wait, maybe we can look at our history of colors we've used. Maybe we can find a color. Wait a minute, might work. Hold on. Wait a minute. Might work, but it's darker. Ooh, it's darker. Oh, if it's darker, but it has to be these guys, right? It has to be. It has to be these guys. If it's not, I'll update it. Chat, I will update it if it's not, but overall, these guys probably were pretty small, so we're not gonna make them that big. But we are gonna have them.
마동술은 어떻게 마치 뭐인 검도 같은. 빨리 주시고 노라나. 수고 오늘 요 오지 마. 오늘 검도 다가 yap지. 제모요.
Okay, so this is what it.
다 하러 근데 바로 뭐 근데 뭐 이토 무슨 님이 노라가 다 소시. 노라가 좀. 아 소. 수고 쇼시나. 하루 건 노라나 그 스토리가.
Feel.
그 노라는 가스고. 마동술은 야무 검도 같은 수고 저 검도 다가 싶은东西.
So these guys are gonna have a massive change.
어떻게 발라 아시고 오면
Massive update.
Үнээр ордыг хугацаагаа өсөлтөнд боломж байна. Энийг ганц одоо дайр хэмнэ.
Tropi purpalone lole tung chahu or flasta sasahur. Dinino. Already looking great. Their union's about to become an end. Why? They're tired of the union, alright? They don't want it anymore. It's Unk status. The union's Unk. It's Unk level union, alright? It is an Unk level union, man. It's Unk. It's Unk status, alright? What kind of color could that be? I spy my little eye on something that looks like this color could work. But this color isn't. So yeah, it works. I guess it'll work. I mean, it should work.
Тэгэнгүүт даалт урд дээрээ сахаад манайх одоо тим хэрэг 2 ботсон байж шít нөө. Анхан шатны шүүх ингээ
신이 새 목숨 비시고 누구 용 다가 예리시 뭐요 예리 뭐요 예리
юм ярихгүй мэт нөө отгүй юм ярих юм байна.
예리 시비 정말 하루 임 바꿔 얻어 안슈가 누라는 시대 임 바이나 누라 시대 예리
Гал минь уу.